Okay, let's see what we're doing here. That comes off. There we go. How am I looking? Oh my god. You sexy beast. Hi, Renee. How are you? I'm that typical old guy, always showing up late, you know, for his own funeral. Wow. Where I really meant to be on time today. Uh, we've been working. Look at garbage bin. My life has come to being hanging out of the garbage bins. Jeffrey! Hello, Brent. Thanks. Uh-oh. What the heck did I do to Jeff? Hello, Darlene. Simply leveling life. Yeah. Sexy beast. You must mean the dude. He's actually napping. I was quite surprised. We've had a rough couple days. We're working on the bus. I had a issue. I went on an excursion with a friend of mine, and what I thought was a soon to be replaced ball joint or tie rod end turned out to be a malfunctioning front brake issue. So I Mickey Moused it together out in the boonies, and I got it home here, and I've been dealing with the issue this weekend. So, and I figured, well, while you got the tires off, you might as well rotate them and do some service maintenance on your vehicle. So check that out. Look at sexy, eh? Hey, sexy, eh? Yeah. I was hoping to have it all done and then shoot for getting you guys on for 1 o'clock live, but my ability to do things in the amount of time that I used to do things and the ability to estimate those times don't look at the Michael Jackson. Don't coincide anymore. So, what am I getting thanked for, Jeff? Oh, no, I said sexy beast, Jeffrey. But that kind of makes you too, because a bear is kind of beast like, right? So, good afternoon from Vancouver Island. This is Brent from Brent's Van Life. Welcome, one and all, to another live broadcast here in the good old parking lot at Bavarian Imports. Thank you, boys. You guys are my saviors over the last couple of years. Um, I know I've helped them out, but they are like more than being kind and generous to me, and I'm blessed to have people like them in my life. So thank you, Clint, and thank you, Jeff, for being the guys that you are and the lovely people that you've become. Because I've known these kids since they were kids, and now they're not kids anymore. God, they're almost 50. You guys are getting old. Well, I'm old already, so. And beat it, Jeff. Don't grab yourself. Norm! You hanging on to a resentment, Norm? You want to know what happened there? The beer was good and the battery was dead. And I totally forgot. And I went on. I remembered that my battery was low when I went in to have a beer. And then I was reminded that I was supposed to be online live last week. And I shot for as long. I didn't even know if the battery was dead because I got all lost in being Mr. Entertainment or something and forgot that I had no battery power. And I was too freaking lazy. It was way too freaking hot for me to actually walk across the parking lot and go look for my extra battery pack and plug back in. I was like, you know what? I made an appearance. I'm happy with what I did. And I'm going to let Norm lounge around in his resentment for a whole friggin' week. Michael Jackson, right? Like that, Dusty. Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a chair. A chair? Okay. Dude is doing really good. I don't like being around here too much, especially this time of the year. He gets very dirty very quick. So I'm loving the hearts there. Thank whoever that was. He's getting really dirty here. It's that time of the year where the dirt just kind of doesn't settle. Hey, you guys, did you happen to notice the video I put out about a car show here? We're doing a car show. So if anybody is on Vancouver Island, try to make plans to come down here for September the 10th. Um, we go from 10 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is a free event. We're inviting anybody with older classic Volkswagens, Porsches, Audi, BMWs, and Mercedes cars to come on down. It's a free event. They can come in, enter their vehicles. Uh, we don't do prizes. What we do is everybody gets a chance at winning a prize. We pull numbers out and we have a table full of dinky little prizes, from dinky toys to pictures to stickers to stuff like that. And we do have a few big prizes that everybody is eligible for as long as they stick around to the end of the show. And guess who their MC is? I mean, it's almost just like worth it coming down to meet the dude. I mean, me. Anyways, we do have one, possibly two food trucks coming down. One of the sponsors of the thing here. So we have Bavarian Imports that sponsors this. And what they do is they get a lot of gifts from their suppliers. We also have Rapture Customs, which is a custom wrap shop for vehicles and signage here in town that is also one of the co-sponsors. And what they do is I know that his sister owns one of the food trucks. So they'll be coming down as long as somebody else that I believe Clint, the owner here, knows. So we should have one or two for sure. And yes, and other cool prizes and stuff like that. So if anybody's around, come on down to Nanaimo. It's the weekend after the long weekend. It'll be the last kind of car show of the year. And last time we had it, we had over 100 cars here, and we had some of the most cool, clear, classic cars ever. I was even thinking of having possibly a camp out overnight if you're bringing your Volkswagen with you. So come on down into the compound, camp out with me. And as for a beer truck, I'll probably have beers inside the bus, because since we're on private property and it's where I do my social media, what do they call that? Social media. What am I again? I'm a security guy, social media security dude stuff. I might be able to have a beer, but I'm also doing the DJ, not DJ, maybe DJ. We'll see. I don't want to take anything away from Aaron. Hey, is Aaron in the house? No, we'll be doing. I'll be doing the emceeing, so I do a lot of talking, a lot of stuff. Everybody oranges up and just keep guys ordified. So, you guys want to coming down? What's going on here in the chat room? We should get a food truck. Brent, you're doing better. I am doing better. Thank you, you guys. I cannot believe how caring there is of people out there treating me like I was their kid, trying to kick my butt. Slow down, Brent. Quit trying to get everything off your bucket list. You got to take care of yourself. Well, you guys need to know Brent is always taking care of number one. What you see here on YouTube is not necessarily what's going on in my life. I'm always looking out for me, number one. I'm never going to push myself too hard. I am living my life the way I want to, and it's a choice I make. And yes, I have health issues, but as you can see, I'm doing pretty darn tootin' good, aren't I? And basically, I went and saw 3 people this week, last week, and we've been put on. And the previous month, 3 weeks before, I've had the stint doctor go in and look inside my heart. He prescribed me a bunch of things for cholesterol and high blood pressure and water retainment and all that kind of stuff. We started taking these pills, and all of a sudden, my coughing is now starting to be a little bit looser. I'm sleeping better at nights. No more blood pressure problems. I seem to be able to sit down, have it fine, stood up right away, had it taken again, and I was fine. So it's just a matter of time. It's not me that needs to slow down. It's the doctors that need to hurry up because I will not sit around and wait to be diagnosed. I mean, I need to be living life. I mean, when you spend your whole life working and, and all of a sudden it's like you can't work anymore. And I stopped working at 55 years old. I should have quit earlier. But, money says you still have to work. Our health pertains what we can do. And when I turned 55 and watched my mother die and watched a few other things happen in my life, I was like, I don't want to be like those guys. I don't want to live my whole life, work, 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 and then turn 65 and then like die 5 years later and not really get anything accomplished in my life. So I'm doing what I want to do in my life. I'm accomplishing things at my pace. It looks quicker on YouTube because you guys are only seeing the good stuff, not me lying in bed in major pain going, oh, pass the Tylenol so I can get out of bed. And by the way, I don't have anybody to pass me Tylenol, so I got to get up and do it myself. Anyways, just wanted to get it off the board because I'm getting a lot of comments that were kind of like, I don't want to say they were nasty, but they were like telling me to smarten up. And I'm like, I'm smart enough and I don't really need to worry about that stuff. LJ, how's it going? Hit the like button. It's down there, but you're gonna have to scroll a bit. You know, have to scroll put it into small screen, scroll up a bit, hit the like button, then put it back on big screen because who else doesn't want to see this kid handsome face on their big screen TV or computer? And here's my girlfriend all the way from Newfoundland. Hi, honey. It's good to see you. How's life? I was watching your last video on that pirate land. Oh my goodness. I missed so much of Newfoundland. It's ridiculous. But I was thinking, I met a couple while I was waiting for the ferry, and they were in a Ford Transit moving van, and it was empty. And I'm like, what a great idea. And what had happened is they had rented the full on Go Canada motorhome in Calgary one year, and they flew out to get their motorhome, and the guy that had it before him blew up the motor. So there was no extras. So all they did is get their money back, and they're like, well, we're in Calgary. We want to go see the Rocky Mountains. So they rented a Ford Transit. They went and bought an air mattress, a cooler, and whatever else they need from Canadian Tire. And they went on their holiday, and they said it was the best holiday they ever had. It was more like camping. They still got to do what they did. And when they returned to Calgary with Ford Transit, they donated all their stuff back to the homeless. And I thought, I'm thinking about doing that because I need to go back to Newfoundland because Newfoundland is freaking amazing. If you guys ever need to go anywhere in life, go to Newfoundland, okay? The best people, the best food, if you like cod cheeks and tongue and bologna, and they know they do. They got really good lobster and everything up there. But it's unbelievable. You talk to anybody that's been to Newfoundland, and they'll tell you it is just unbelievable. LJ, thank you very much for some love. We'll get some small fries. I might even be able to get their cheese turds on there, cheese curds. So, it's good. Later, we'll donate it to the beer fund because Brent always likes his beer. Speaking of beer, is it after 1:00? Oh, it is. We started here at 1:30. I'm not going to stay on here for a full hour. We're looking at about a half an hour to 45 minutes at the max, as I really need to fix this. It is my sister, Gail. You remember Gail? Well, Gail's birthday is on Tuesday, I believe. And I've set a date with her because, well, we don't have any family here. It's just me and her. And we're going out Sunday. Oh, no, her daughter's here. Daughter and son-in-law and the kids, grandkids. But me and her daughter and her are going out for a late lunch, early dinner. So we're going to be hanging out at Brown's Social House. So I need to get my van going because that's the only transportation I have because there's no insurance on the Volkswagen. Hey, Craig, how's it going? How's St. John, New Brunswick doing? How was dinner last night? Or was it last night? I can't remember. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Yeah, baby. BU. Hey, thank you, Renee. Now we can absolutely afford a beer. I have a friend here. You guys might have met him. He doesn't want to be on camera, but I'm trying to get him to be my sexy waitress. Hey, sexy waitress, can I order a beer, please? No, they're in the fridge. I put one in there for you, too. It's in the freezer, remember? I was drinking coffee, and it's past lunchtime, so we're going to have an afternoon brewski with you guys because that's what I do. And the weather has changed here. It's been so beautiful the last few days. The temperatures dropped. We're still in the 20s, but there's a constant west coast breeze from the ocean. So it's keeping us cool. It's getting so cool at night that I might even have to that's beautiful. Hi, sexy waitress. Can I give you a tip? Dave's here. Remember my buddy Dave with the white pickup truck that we're constantly fixing and helping and stuff. Yeah, he's here today, giving me a hand, more or less keeping me company and giving him the odd jobs to keep me, so that I can stay ahead of everything. But hey, they said hi, Dave. You got to duck down, Dave. There you go.
Hi, everybody.
You guys know Steve from Camping with Steve. He's got crazy neighbor. I got crazy Dave. So there, we all have to have a crazy neighbor, don't we, you guys? Anyways, I really love all you guys. I love coming and hanging out with you guys Saturday. I'm sorry my impromptu pop-ups are impromptu like this. I really try to stay to a schedule. I just lose track of time because I'm one of those squirrel kind of guys, right? So I get sidetracked very, very easily.
Dude.
What do you guys need to know? We're not have anything really planned here. I'm sticking on the island. Probably right through winter and everything. I don't have any plans to go off. I did plan on going up to the Kelowna area. My good buddy that passed away there a few months ago, his lovely wife fell off her brand new scooter that we got for her and broke her hip. So my buddy's son is in the house alone and having to visit her on a daily basis up at the hospital. And I had contemplating driving up there. But if anybody watches the news, which I just found out about yesterday, that whole region is going up in smoke. And there's huge fires in there. And they are telling people, please do not come up here. So I just saved myself like $600 that I don't have. So anyways, the new fridge is amazing. The new fridge is the actual old fridge. Same company. We got her hooked up. I still need to build a tray for it. That will come. I'm taking care of the more important things. The size of the compartment has been enlarged, so it slides in now. So that's much better. The temperature controls are on the right sides right now. I'm truly amazed. If you guys ever need to get a fridge, check out Set Power. I believe it's Set Power USA is their website. I have the 45 RV Pro, and I am freaking in love with it, man. It keeps my beer nice and cold. That's all that really counts, right? What's it hot for Newfoundland? What is it? 31? Get out. Holy crap. Yeah. That's hot. When you have humidity, like we live on an island. Her island happens to be a province. My island just happens to be an island, but God, that tastes so good. What? You are so lucky, Renee. I'm still struggling. So As you guys know, the health issues that I have been brought to your attention strictly because I went for to get knee replacements. In order to get a knee replacement, they actually cut the bone. Hi, Pixie. Pixie Tails. I love the way she spells that. They actually have to like cut your leg off. Not totally, but they cut the bone so you're, and then they replace the knee. So in order to go into that kind of operation, they have to make sure that one, that your lungs are okay, and two, that your heart is okay. I didn't think there was. I knew that I had breathing problems, and we've had them for a while, and you just kind of live with it. We didn't realize it was the stent it was, and then we found something wrong with my heart. So it turns out that my heart has been weakened by something that's happened in the past. They're trying to bring it back up to par by giving me more pills, and those pills have happened to help out my breathing too. So my blood pressure, everything is now being leveled out, and things. I feel fantastic. I am run down, but I am 60 years old, and I have had quite an exciting life. So I feel good, and I'm happy with where I'm at. I've had rheumatoid arthritis for 30 years. That's what really slows me down because I do not have the ability to do things, because what happens is you lose your joints, and then you lose your muscle, and anybody over 50 starts losing muscle mass. I started losing mine a lot earlier. So yeah, I don't have the stamina or the strength to do a lot of things I used to do. So, and you guys get to all find that out because why? Well, I decided to go and be a van lifer on YouTube and share my life with you guys. And yes, Sten, 60s old if you've had 30 years of rheumatoid arthritis. I've actually compared myself and talked down to a few 80-year-old people, and their bones and bodies are about as good a shape as mine. Like, if you ever seen me work, I'm pretty good at the beginning, but then all of a sudden it becomes super slow mo and a lot of old people noises and grunts and groans and stuff like that. So, no, 60 isn't old, but when you've dealt with crap your whole life, or half my life, anyways, yeah, I'm getting up there. So, so welcome to my world. You know what I really got this from though? I was actually listening to, like, I really wanted to do this kind of stuff years ago. Create a YouTube channel. I was on another blog TV channel. I was doing stuff like that, and then I was watching it on just before I retired, and I ran across a video from Dave Grohl. You guys know Dave Grohl? He's that guy that used to play in Nirvana. He was like the drummer. Yeah. What band is he in now? He's in the Foo Fighters, the lead singer of the Foo Fighters. Dave pretty knows Dave Grohl. Anyways, Dave put out a little video on YouTube once, and I watched it. And he says, when I was a kid, he says, I used to have a cassette deck. He says, and every night when I went to bed, he says, I would talk into my little cassette deck. And I would tell everybody, I'd talk about my day. He says, basically, I was video recording a diary of my life. He says, after I was in Nirvana for a while, I realized I didn't have to do that anymore because everybody else was doing it for me. And I thought that was so cool because he wanted to record his life for future, so he would have, his kids or his grandkids to look back upon to see what Dave Grohl was like. I would love to listen to some of those tapes that he was put out. But anyways, that's why I kind of started doing this. One, to keep me busy, because when you retire, if you're not doing something, you're dying. Two, I needed to travel, and I thought, well, I might be able to get an extra income out of this. Yeah, like, right, like that's happening. I do make a little bit of cash here on the side from here. We're hoping someday to, like, maybe kick up over that 5,000 mark, right? Because we've been stuck here for God knows how long. It is summertime, and I'm okay with that. We need to have something that's going to turn this around with the help from you guys, because you guys are my main stable of people, right? We have so many of you guys that are here all the time, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And I need to swallow something and read. I'm still a spring chicken, Darlene says. Thank you. And yes, distraction's great. How is Kamloops? You're in Kamloops, aren't you, Renee? Anyways, that's babbling blabber. See how I get squirreled? Boom, gone off in the other direction. So yeah, I'm living life the best that I can right now. I think what I'm going to start doing here, because I really want to do something, I need to find a different avenue, because I think we're getting stagnant in my shows. I'm getting a lot more comfortable behind the camera. I'm feeling more better about my life, about my health. I think what we should start doing is showcasing Vancouver Island. And I think what I might be doing is start doing it just here in the Nanaimo for the end of summer. We might go find some really cool winter places to hang out. Winter Harbor. Yeah, that's a hard one to get into. At least all my tires and brakes done. We'll start doing some crazy things here, but we'll focus on Vancouver Island. We'll start sharing my island with you guys. I was born here. I was raised here. I came back here to live. I've been here for over half my life. Let's go out and we'll start showing you Vancouver Island stuff. I've already showed you tons of it. There's so much more to show off here. It's ridiculous. I got some cool stuff coming up for you guys. You guys that keep telling me, slow down, Brent. Well, the videos that you guys are getting are probably 2 to 3 weeks old, just because I've slowed down. I've had so many appointments and had to go to Victoria and had to be here and had to go there and get ultrasounds and organs that I haven't been out doing a lot, and it's really slowed me down to even editing. Hence, you guys might have noticed I used to put a video in every 2 days. Now it's coming every 3 to 4 days, and you guys are getting worried about me. Like, oh my God, last time we saw him, he wasn't breathing, and now he's missed a day. And we don't want to read him in the what's those places called where they find the dead people? Obituaries. See, Dave comes in handy sometimes. Yeah, we'll do island style, Brent style, right? So it should be a lot of fun. And so I got some videos of that we're going to go into. I have a video made. I happened to go, and there's a weekly car show in town here. That's coming out next. I'll probably release that tonight or tomorrow morning. So it should be around tomorrow, from Ontario. Yeah, I'm going to try to take you to some of the parks. Nanaimo is very well known for all its parks around here. We visited one or two of them, maybe with this YouTube channel. We're going to go and explore them, and I'll try to make some really nice, 10-minute videos of them, and we'll try to get you guys to show you around. So, one day you might want to come here, and you're going to know exactly where to go. And as Kay says, don't forget to hit the like button. It's down below. You got to slide it up a little bit when it's on the small screen. We only got 24. We have 50 people in here. We only got half of you guys liking me. What the heck's with the other half? Don't you like me? That's okay. I got big shoulders and we're pretty easy to get along with. I'm going to shut up for a bit and read a little bit of stuff what you guys are doing. Let's support me all the way. Thank you very much. Now, you did it, Brent. You made those chicken noises, and my dorky barking. What? My Yorkie is barking, trying to find. That's hilarious, eh? Yeah. By the way, I love meeting you guys. Okay. I'm not a social person. I don't like being in groups. I had this beautiful lady, France. What's her name on here? I can't remember. I know what her real name is. I just don't want to say it. Anyway, she got a hold of me. She says, and she's an artist, like a musical artist. She says a good friend of hers was down here playing in one of the nightclubs here, who actually is a friend of Bruce Springsteen's. And she says, I can get you tickets to that if you want. And I said, I love you, girl. But you know what? I'm not a fan of like hanging out in loud, noisy places. Like when I go to the pub, If it's crazy, I'm usually out of there unless somebody, makes me stay. Ouch, twist my arm. So, anyways, we go in there, we hang out, we do some things. I was like, I was tempted to go, but as you can see, I've been working on my van. I started yesterday evening. We are only halfway done. I still have the other half to do, and I have to have it done by tomorrow afternoon so I can take my sister out for her birthday. My sister, loving Gail, is turning the great old age of 29 again. Where's the thumb up? You can't find it. We love videos. Pixie Tales, if you wanted to find it, what you have to do is you minimize your screen, and then you scroll the screen up, and it should be just down there a little ways. And it looks like this, not like this, like this. Or you can do it like this, but it looks better if you're Michael Jackson. Anyways. The day 644. Plans with the Volkswagen. Well, I finally got the parts in. I ordered parts for it. It seems that the previous owner, same as this one, not too sure on how those guys even want to start doing mechanical things to them. But it seems they bought some parts and they didn't put them in properly. And it's done some wear and tear on those parts. And they've caused my one rear tire to do this, to start doing this. So I have to pull the whole rear suspension apart and replace 2 parts that are $12, and it's going to take me 4 to 6 hours to do. 2120. Hi, Gail. Guys, want to wish Gail a happy birthday since we won't be here on her birthday. So everybody start singing happy birthday to Gail, and wish her a happy 21st birthday. I still think she's 29. That's what her sister told me, anyways. So yeah, we'll the Volkswagen is going up in the chopping block. If I can get it fixed before the end of August, I might advertise it for a bit. I have this big car show happening in September the 10th. It will have for sale signs on it. It is worth lots of money. Let me put it that way. A lot of people don't think they're worth a lot of money. They're like $15,000 to $20,000 USD. Okay, when in the shape that mine's in. If I go all out and fix everything on it, then you're looking at probably 25 USD. So if you think you're going to pick up a deal on a Volkswagen van through me, you can start smoking that hippie crap and just throw your dreams away, because it ain't going to happen. It's going to get fixed up. I'm going to clean everything all up, and it's going to look very, very good and be ready for the road when the next buyer comes along. I've taken very good care of it for the last 5 or 6 years that I own it. I know all the history on it. So if you are interested, feel free to email me at Brents_vanlife@hotmail.com, and I can fill you in if anybody's interested in it. Bubbles, Jamie is in the house. How you doing, buddy? My favorite little buddy from Regina, Saskatchewan. You still got that smart car, buddy? Yeah, Craig, she's 21, just like you're 30. And hate lobster. Pixie Tales. I meant, where's the love? Oh. Yes. They come in those little hearts down the corner down there. I don't know. Every time I point somewhere, it's probably the opposite for you guys. So when I'm pointing somewhere, yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. Gail, here's the scoop. I called myself 29 years old because I feel I was acting like a young idiot my whole life. And then I was 29, and then I would add however many years it was by saying it was my anniversary, until I had my 29th anniversary of my 29th birthday. That's 58 years old. That was just a couple of years ago. So I'm like, oh, how do you change this now? And it's like, now I'm just happy to be 60. So Life is life. Oh, look at this. Oh, is that what you're trying to do? Pixie's trying to get the old thumbs up. And I always like doing the hearts. I like filling that whole chat with love hearts, spreading the love on the channel to all you beautiful people, saying thank you very much for hanging out. You're all wonderful. I don't know what I'd do without you. It does. You guys really do make my heart feel good like that, Pixie. Like that when I come and hang out with you guys in live chats like this. We get to look at you guys. We get to look at what you guys are typing and stuff like this. Oh, that's good to hear, Bruce. Or Bruce. Jamie. Since I bubble gummed it together. Just don't fart in it, okay, Jamie? Because I've seen what happens to them. Actually, a friend of mine, well, a Volkswagen friend of mine, he built one for his wife because he moved from the Lower Mainland up to the interior up on a ski mountain, and he put the lift kit in it and the four-wheel drive tires on it. And now I've seen a couple of them around, and they are quite cool looking. A lifted smart car. So it looks like a 4x4. It's like, oh my God, that is so hilarious. Okay, close the chat, and then you will see the button. Oh, there you go. See, I don't know because I don't do lives. Well, I do lives. I just don't go to them. I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. Like between working on editing, between filming, between medical and fixing cars and stuff lately, like I didn't even know what happened in Hawaii till yesterday. And that's pretty devastating thing that happened out there. And the pictures I saw were like disgusting and crazy. And what's happening in our world today is freaking me out. And hence why I don't watch the news, because I just want to have that happy-go-lucky kind of feeling in my Captain Happy Pants is in the house, you guys. Bye, brother. Makes it faster. Have you ever seen that picture of that green round bubbled machine where people say this is what happened when somebody passed gas in a smart car? Anyways, got an itchy nose. It's all that sanding and painting and working. Hang on, I'm gonna try to get rid of it. Oh, dude. There we go. I feel better already. And I ran out of paint too, so I'm gonna have to go grab some more paint so we get that other side done. But that's in the quick future here. Anyways, what else can I talk to you guys about? What kind of questions you got? Oh, Gail, you went and told. I never said how old you were, Gail. You didn't have to tell them. Yes, my sister is 7 years older than me. Oh, that's right. Yours is electric too, isn't it? That's right. I forgot about that. What can we talk about? I filled you in on everything I need to do.
7 years old?
Huh?
Your sister's only 67 years old?
Yeah, but she's got nothing. She doesn't want anything to do with you, crazy neighbor.
Yeah, she likes me.
No, nobody likes you.
Yeah,
No.
she does.
That's David. He's talking about schmoozing you, Gail. Be careful. Lock your doors.
You know
Oh. Yes, I got a new scooter. That video is coming up in the next day or two, too. Also, 2-2. That's like saying 2-2. You can't 2-2. That's inappropriate English.
Named Tutu.
No, but 2-2. If I do it also, you can't say also. So I catch myself. I'm like a grammar Nazi. We got a new scooter. My old scooter, I loved it to death. It's going to go to a good home. My good buddy Wayne, he from Wayne's Ambo Life. Well, he got a knee replacement, and then he fell after he got it and dislocated it. They popped it back in, but it's never been right since. And I guess they can't go back in to do another knee replacement. So he has to kind of live with it. So, and it's amazing what he still does. But we and him both have problems walking, which I found out on one of our travels together when we were down on the West Coast. So he was interested, and I said, absolutely, Wayne, you got her. So it's going to him, and I picked up this new one. It's called Highboy. Okay. You can check it out, Hiboy. They come up with a bunch of different models. They sent me their basic one. I think it's on sale for $3.99 or $4.99 right now. It's called the S2, and it's one of those stand-up kid scooters, but it's a lithium-powered, fast speed, 30 kilometers an hour scooter. I've done the unboxing. I've done the looking at it. I've done the review of what it looks like. I just don't go out and do some filming of me riding it and fill you guys in on my experience with it. That's coming up the next day or two, and then I can finish the edit and produce it for the lovely people at Highboy. Um, it's awesome. Like, I'm loving it. I wanted to try their S2 Pro because it does have air pneumatic tires in it, plus a suspension system, which I felt would probably be more fitting to what I need them for, because I want to take them off onto trails and stuff like that to explore for you guys, because the knees suck. I was out at this place. It was a 2.6 kilometer walk in, which means I had to rest when I got in there. The beach was a kilometer long, so I walked across the beach and back. There's another 2 kilometers. Had to sit and rest then, and it was another 2.6 out, and I barely made it out because my knees finally started to fail and my lungs started to act up. So that's me pushing it for a 4 to 5 hour day. I made a maximum of 7 kilometers, and it was like 2 days later, I was like, yeah, more pills, please, more Tylenol. So the scooter will come in very handy. We'll slap the handicap sign on it, so they're not going to bother me too much with it. I was up at the guy up at the guy that's sponsoring part of the car show on the 10th. He's a Rapture guy. He's wraps cars, and we're talking about customizing my scooter, baby. So we already finished doing the other one. I'm wondering what Wayne's gonna do. He better not pull my stickers off. Yeah, you're really a good cook. It's you are really, not your. Okay, see, grammar Nazi. But thanks, Darlene. I am. I've been a bachelor most of my life. Uh, Grew up kind of in the restaurant business. I really enjoyed going and learning in the back end. I didn't cook, but I was usually the front end guy in a restaurant or in a pub or something else. Loved going into the back, finding out what they're making, finding out how it was made. So not only could I try it and sample it, I also knew what to tell the customers that were coming in, what it was about. So yeah, I love to cook. My dad used to love it when I came home. Like I'd come into the house. He goes, "What are you cooking for dinner tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, finally he appreciates me for something." I remember one time I went to my dad's place and mom and dad's and cooked them Chinese food. And I worked with the Chinese for quite some time, so I do a more of an ethnic Chinese food. So I went down and I got my baby bok choy and gailan and Chinese sausage, and I did all this stuff, and then I left all the leftovers in the house. Well, I left the leftovers, and if you've ever seen Chinese sausage, it looks like pepperoni, but it's actually raw meat, raw pork, sometimes with duck in it, blah blah blah, and it looks like pepperoni, but it's raw. So that has to be steamed or cooked. I just left it in his fridge. Well, I guess my dad came home, and he's much like me. He likes to go to the pub once in a while, and I guess he came home and went, "Oh, look at this, pepperoni." Next time I saw him, he goes, "Why didn't you tell me that stuff was raw?" "Oh, sorry, Dad. I didn't realize that you're going to try and eat it." Oh, the memories we have of our parents. And my father's been passed away for 23 years. 23 years, a couple months ago. So Class 1 scooter is to be legal? Fill me in there, Jamie. I'm unsure what you're trying to say there. Is that I will be allowed to use them on pass? Because in class 1, I don't know what that means. Does that mean the ones that go over 30? My other one that I have, my old version of it, is super wide, super slow, uh, typical battery crap. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's got a seat on it. We put a handicap sign on it, and I drive it into Walmart all the time. And that's one thing, they kind of look at me at first, and then they see the handicap sign, they leave me alone. So I think that if I put a seat on it, then I'm gonna have less likeliness of being that kid on the scooter. But I don't think that I will have it if I'm on the pathways or something. So very unsure what's going on. Anyways, it is 45 minutes into this, 46 minutes into this. Thank you guys for all the love. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'm muchly appreciated. Sorry I'm not in a picturesque spot. I mean, hanging out next to a dumpster with Brent and Brent's van life. You gotta love the dedication. We had like 50 something people in here. We're down to 42, but you're still hanging out. And I'm down by the dumpster living in a van. Hanging out with crazy neighbor. Hey, neighbor. Hey. Class 1 scooters are the ones that do. Yeah, that's what mine is, right? 30. I think I got up to 31 the other day. Renee, come on down to the island anytime. You might want to escape the winter up there in the Kamloops. You're more than welcome to come down here. We'll find you a spot out front or something. We'll go do some crazy crew touring around if you want. Come out. You can see your beautiful friend there, Lorraine from the Boho Blue Van. Hi, Lorraine, who's not here, but we'll say hi in case she wants to come and look later. Thanks for the hearts, for the love, and you guys are amazing. Be sure to hit the thumbs up. Everybody pass some love over here. You guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in, and peace. Hold on, dude. Dude, come here. Come on, bud. You gotta say hi to the dude. Come here. What a good boy. He's starting to listen so good. Oh, big stretch. Hang on. He's stretching. Come here. Good boy. Come on. Come here, bud. Come on. Well, he got out of his bed. I just got to give him over. Come here. He's going back to bed. I'll bring him. Come here, boy. Dude. Oh, my God. This is hilarious. Look at this guy. My house is a bit of a mess, but dude, all your people want to say hi. What happened? Yeah, they want to say hi to you. You don't want to say hi? You sleeping? It's been a rough week for him. Okay, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next Saturday. Peace, love, and granola. And be good to yourselves and help others, okay? I'm out of here.